Hey, this is Nikolai from RipeText, and I want to show you how easy it is to set up a new organization and to use our integrations. So here is the creator screen. You can just enter your data. Once you click the Create Organization button, you're gonna go to your inbox, and there you should see an email looking like this. Just click the Sign In button, and you're gonna be brought on onboarding. The company voice is probably a point for a different video, but you can just leave the defaults for now. And then here is how simple it is to actually set up one of our integrations. I'm gonna choose Front, and I'm gonna click on the Connect button over here. It brings me over to this authorization screen where I need to set the specific workspaces where I want these requested permissions to be applied to. I am going to choose everything in here, but feel free to just specify the workspace that is relevant to the data that you want to get processed in RipeText. We need to be able to ingest your tickets, and just choose the relevant workspace there. Okay, and that's it. It's as simple as that. Like, we have a connection established. Now the historic import has begun. Next, you can invite your teammates and handle the subscription. Once all of this is set up, you're going to be brought to this setting up screen. You don't need to leave this open. You can just visit your email in 10 to 20 minutes. You should be getting a new email that's going to lead you to your brand new organization in RipeText, and you're going to be able to see all the data that we have extracted for you. Okay, so we just completed our ingestion. All right, let me show you the most important bits of this product. So RipeText solves three main problems. The first problem is that most teams are getting only 5 to 15% of their tickets to actually return a customer satisfaction report on. We can supplement the rest of this data. We read all of this communication and we estimate what is the level of satisfaction of your customers by actually understanding what happened in those conversations. Second problem is that manual QA is very inconsistent. It's unscalable, it's slow. It's very tough to implement when you have a multi-site, multi-language support as well. You want to present a unified front in front of the customer, right? Like, you want to have the same company voice followed by all of your agents, regardless of where they're located or what language they're using to support customers. And we provide an automated QA for that specific reason. The third problem is that manually tagging your tickets in order to float repetitive problems that are, clusters of problems in your support is very slow, it's inconsistent, and it's very tough to do in multiple languages. Like, synchronizing those teams to actually make up the fact that, okay, we actually have the same problem over here and over there, while having all of those reported in different languages is super tough. What we do is we cluster those tickets together almost in real time, and in this way you can see the critical issues to your business almost immediately as they come into your support system, and then we can tell you what is the effect to your bottom line. So let me start backwards, and I'm going to start with the high impact issues and the clusters of issues that we detect. Over here we have this empty value because we haven't set an average LTV for our customers. Let's say our average LTV is about $15,000. If we save it over here, now we get an estimate of what the impact to our bottom line could be if we don't handle those critical issues that RipeText detected. Now, if we go to the issue radar where we list all of those clusters of issues, we can see them listed like so, and you can filter them through all of those filters on the top. We track not only the LTV exposure, but also number of tickets, velocity of how many tickets are coming in per day, and also what is the growth pattern. Sometimes you would have large issues that have already been resolved or are on their path to being resolved. You want to know that, and you want to be able to take this into account as you see this list of issues. You can check every single issue to inspect the tickets that we clustered together in it. We do update those over time. This is not just one-off, like we would continuously update those over time. We just added this organization and we just ingested this data. That's why this chart over here is empty, but over time this is going to be a nice line chart to show you what's the progress over here. Are you resolving this? Is this kind of getting worse, and so on. Then if we go back to the dashboard, going back to the point of automated QA, we go through all of your support communication and we score it on a conversation, even message level. So if I go to this agent's performance dashboard, this is, you know, this one agent's performance dashboard. We have one of those for everyone on your team. I can see how do they do according to the company voice. So as you saw in the onboarding, company voice entirely, customizable by you. So you can come up entirely with new rules. You can use our own. They're very well researched and grounded in what's already a standard in QA. But as you can see, you know, you could have verticals where you lack performance, you want to improve on those. How do you do that? Well, we create training scenarios for you. We have a training module, a dedicated training module where you can manually create personas and scenarios to put those personas into. But we also create those for you grounded in your data. So whatever you kind of lacked while working on, you know, the support tickets that went your way, we're going to detect those issues and we're going to create training scenarios for you automatically, suggesting them on your personal agent performance dashboard. And from here, you can start a session with AI and you can basically work in a very safe environment, right? A sandbox environment with low stakes on improving your style, your company voice, adherence, and so on, whatever the issue is in your performance. All right, next thing I want to show is topics. We are great at extracting insight from unstructured data, and we float the most common asked questions, the most common discussed topics, but you can also define your own topics because we cannot really imagine absolutely every scenario and corner case. We give you this flexibility so you can create custom topics. I think we right now limit to 10 or something like this. Create those custom topics, and then every time we get a new ticket, because we continuously ingest your data as it happens in your support system, every time a new ticket comes to the same topic, we're going to cluster it and you're going to find it over here. We can also help you get a notification of those custom topics being, you know, receiving new values. So over here in settings, automations, you can basically call anything from our system. Our system is event-based, so you can choose the specific event, you can select the right payload that you want to send as context, and then we have predefined Slack and email notifications for ease of use, but you can call any webhook with pretty much the most flexibility you can imagine. Like you can use templated headers, templated body of the request, you can call anything and start, you know, a Zapier automation or any complex workflow on your site to react to this problem, issue, whatever it is, it could be in our system. All right, maybe finally I want to mention Ivy. Ivy is a state-of-the-art AI assistant. She knows all of your stuff. She knows all your data. She has domain knowledge about support and customer experience. So she is very capable of helping you out, extract reports, insights, even insights that we haven't thought of, because she also has access to your original data, the tickets in their original form. So you can come up with your own metrics. You can come up with your own ideas with features that we haven't even come up with or are very hard for us to solve via the frame of UI. That's about all I think that I want to share in this short video. I hope you're interested and we look forward to working with you. Cheers.